Yo, what is up gamers, it's Sebastian coming to you with a brand new video. Today I'll be doing a deck profile. Wow, I haven't done that in a while. Fantastic, I know, right? And in this deck profile, we'll be looking at Dragon Link because it's the best deck that doesn't play Brave cards. You know, just in case you can't afford Brave cards, which it's a lot of people, unfortunately. Well, here's quite arguably the best deck that might be within your price range. Hopefully, I think some of these cards have gone up, but like it's better than spending 600 or whatever on Brave cards, right? So we're gonna get straight cracking on into it with 3 Tracer, 1 Recharger, 2 Synchron, 2 Absoluta, 3 Quick Launch, 1 Beat Sector, 1 Dragon Fiend. So yeah, that's the Rocket engine. The rocket cards are good. Not really much to explain on this. Maybe you can cut a Tracer. I like 3 Tracer though, because opening rockets is always good. And 2 Absoluta is like mandatory. You should play 2. Or maybe you play a 3rd one. I don't know. Definitely should play at least 2. You have 3 Seyfert with 3 Chaos Space, 1 black, 1 white, 2 black metal, 1 red MD. The reason for 3 Seyfert, 2 BMD is so that to keep ratios down, but also so that you have 5 normal summons, and then you have 7 like 1 card starters, kind of, with Chaos Space. And then for extenders you have 2 Not to 1 Levy, Not to Vision is broken. This card's so good. Especially with like IP setups, this card is insane, it's phenomenal. And then, this is the best part about the deck, and this is why I personally think that this version of the deck is better than the Brave version. Because, I do think Brave Dragon Link is the worst deck, compared to this, right? And the reason why is, like, if you're playing Brave Dragon Link, you might as well play Brave Tenyi, I'm pretty sure. But also, like, if you play this deck, you have no bricks, literally no bricks, and then you get to play literally 14 hand traps, right? 2 Ash, 3 Phaler, 3 Ogre, 3 Lancia, 3 Nib. So good. I'll get into main deck Nib when I get to the actual deck, because we're playing some also very cool cards that you can't really play in a Brave version. But that's the main deck, pretty much. Yeah, any questions, ask them in the comments so that I get better algorithm or whatever. And now onto the extra deck. Token. Apparently you're not allowed tokens in the extra deck, but okay. So for synchros we have Savage, Chaos Ruler, and Hot Red. Same as before. This is, I'm not explaining these. You know, these are all very important. These all 3 come up a lot. And now this card came out in Battle of Chaos, in Back from the Future, Back to the Zombie Vampire. It's a rank 8. You detach, both players mill 4 cards, and then you can special summon a monster that either player mills. It's nice because you can make your opponent like mill the shit cards like Fateful Adventure or Griffin. So you can make them like mill their engine requirements, or you can make them mill like their DPE pieces. On top of that, if you hit like Lance or Ogre from either player, you can special summon it, and those are hand traps that work from the field, which is why I was playing main decking Lancia. Because with Chaos Ruler Zombie Vampire, if you want to turbo this out turn 1, which you don't always do that, but sometimes you do. If you do turbo this out turn 1 though, you're like practically guaranteed to see Ogre or Lancia across like these. Because that's like 9 mils plus your like draw 5. Right, so like practically guaranteed Ogre or Lancia off of this. But like sometimes it's not correct to turbo this out. There's actually Dark. We'll get into this later, but Dark sets off Zombie Vampire really well. Because another thing this card does is if you use an opponent's monster, like let's say you took control of an opponent's monster, that opponent's monster becomes level 8 if you are about to actually summon this. So good. Now onto Link Launch, we play Striker Dragon Pisty. Yeah, no LP, unfortunate. Cry emoji, cry laugh emoji. No, I'm not laughing. Seals, replay 1 because I need the space in the extra deck. This deck needs like 17 extra deck cards. So only 1 seals, even though it's like one of the strongest cards in the extra deck. Then we play Romulus, obviously, IP Masquerena. This is like, I know, I'm pretty sure it is standard now. It used to not be, but this card's really good in Dragon Link. Especially like Zombie Vampire, you can, if you do turbo like Zombie Vampire, you can like link Vampire into IP. That's very, very good. Gives you just like more to end on, right? Yeah. Then you play Dark, the most broken Link monster in this extra deck, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's actually true. Pretty much summons an opponent's Dark monster from the grave, which means you set up Pisty super easily. Which means you set up OTK super easily. Also, if you're playing the mirror match for whatever fucking reason, you can summon Hot Red. Or if you're playing against like Salamangreat DPE, you can summon the DPE, and then you have DPE, and you don't even need to play the shit bricks for it. Which, by the way, I don't like DPE in this deck because the extra deck is too tight, and also like it makes like these kind of weak, and it makes like this not good into Nib. So I don't play DPE in this. Also, like, it adds bricks to a deck that plays no bricks, so like I'd rather not. But yeah, you can still activate DPE by summoning the opponents, or like Hot Red, or like Red MD, or you just summon a Dark Monster as an extender. We play Crobble, and then we play Triple Burst, very important for Pisty setups, including the 1-card OTK. And then Unicorn, access code Appaloosa. Access code is obvious, like, I'm not going to explain access code. Come on. But Nightmare and Apple are very strong IP targets. The Apple actually comes up quite a few times off of IP. The nice thing is like maybe you're Tracer locked, so you're locked into Darks, but you still want Apple. You can just like end on Apple, Seals. You have like, let's say, Savage. Then you just have like a random monster here. When you go like Seals and float into something, you can then like IP all of them into an Appaloosa. Which includes like, so like the Seals can summon Noctivision, can summon Absoluta, and then IP can trigger it on their turn. So yeah, Appaloosa is nice. And now onto the side deck, quite possibly the best and worst side deck I've ever built. 1, because the siding patterns are so good. 2, because my siding patterns are too good. I only have a 14-card side deck. So, first, I just messed it up disorder. Give me a second. Woo! First, 3 token collector. Maybe you should main deck this. I don't know. I don't care. If I was playing like a YCS, I'll probably main deck it instead of Lancia. Pretty much you can hit it off Chaos Brother or Zombie Vampire, and because it can activate from grave, it's basically the same as hitting Lancia, except it's better into the brave piles. And then you play a Gamma Driver. This is for going first a lot of the time because of Lancia and Joel. But also, like, it's just like sometimes you just want more hand traps in the matchup. This is always going to be good. Then for going first, we have Cool by the Grave and 3 triple. What's another word? Trez, tactic, strategy, talent, meritocracy, something. Dude, I don't know. I'm high. Not actually. Don't see me or ban me. Whatever. What was I saying? Yeah, triple tactics, very good. Everyone should be playing hand traps right now, so this is just very nice into that. Maybe you can main deck it. I don't know. I don't want to main deck this into PK, but maybe you can like side it in against the Tenny Brave Rose deck. That's actually quite decent, I think. But ultimately, it's for going first, since like people shouldn't be playing the ball breakers, they should be on hand traps, which this is nice into. Cool buy as well. You don't care too much about hand traps, so you don't need to main deck the cool buy, so you can like save that for when you're going first, so I guarantee your plays go through. And then we have like 2 Trista reboot. Yeah, back row just isn't a deck this format. But even if it is, like, Dragon Link's so good into back row decks. But yeah, this is my 14 card side deck, and then I actually have no idea what the 15th card should be because my side-in patterns are too good. So at the moment it's a Snow, with the idea that maybe Zombie Vampire or Chaos Ruler can hit it, and then it's in your grave so you can summon it. I've done that like once or twice and it was awful. It was the worst play ever. I mean, it won me the game, but I hated it. It leaves you like with nothing left in grave, so like turn 3 is super awkward. And it's just like so bad. Like absolutely ridiculously bad. But I don't know, it's funny. There's like, I don't know what the 15th card should be. Maybe it could be Brotor. That I kind of want to test Brotor. I think Johannes Urbic played Brotor in his YCS list. But yeah, so maybe this would be Brotor. I don't know. I thought Snow would be funny at least. But yeah, that's the deck. Yeah, so until next time, I'll see you gamers later, and goodbye.